and enforcing ethical standards. Through timely warnings and fair sanctions, it safeguards professionalism and integrity across our areas. At Sun TV, we proudly salute the NBC nationally and here in Taraba State for 33 years of professionalism, service, and trust in the broadcast industry. NBC at statutory, your right to quality broadcasting, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Good afternoon and welcome to News Across Nigeria on Sun TV, your window into the pulse of the nation. Stay ahead of headlines by following us on Facebook at Sun TV and subscribing to our YouTube channel at Sun TV Live. For update live breaking stories and exclusive report you won't see anywhere else. And now the top headlines. Three Taraba lawmakers defeat to PDP reabsent state assembly politics. According to party Christ Imole, donate modern library to Lugbe communities. Rivers reside divided as community for Bara. Governor Fubara suspicions near end. I am Faith Apollos and now the news in full. Three lawmakers of Taraba State House of Assembly have defeated to the People's Democratic Party, making a major stake up in the state legislature. The defeaters are Honorable Umar Adamu for National NNPP representing Jalingo constituency, Barrister Bakari Sanusi on the top NNPC representing Ibi constituency, and Honorable Anas Shaibu for All Progressive Aligned representing Karim 2 constituency. Their decision comes at critical moments for the PDP, especially after the party lost the Karim 1 constituency to All Progressive Congress in the recent by-election. The swearing in Karim 1 has been described as a turning point, defending the PDP's morale while exposing vulnerabilities in revival camps. With the entry of the three lawmakers, PDP has further consolidated its dominance in the House, a move political analysis say could refine the balance of power ahead of the 2027 general election. Report has it that party leaders have welcomed the development, describing it as a return to fold that will be fortify PDP legislature's agenda. Reaction from positive parties, including the NMPP, the APGA, and the APC, are still being awaited. The 2023 presidential candidate of the Accordant Party, Professor Chris Imumole, has donated a modern library to Lugbe community in the Federal Capital Territory. The facility named after him, the part of his campaign to expand access to knowledge in underserved areas. Imumole described the project as an investment in education and national development, stressing that free and accessible libraries help reduce inadequate and empower citizens. The center housed over 1 million e-books, database, makerspace, sport and legislature facilities. Guests, including former head of service Danladi Kifaisu, commended the gesture, while a resident promised to protect and utilize the project. Residents of Rivers State are divided as the 6-month suspension of Governor Fubara, his deputy Ngozi Odu, the member of State of House of Assembly draws to a close, President Bola Tinubu has suspended democratic institutions in March following the referendum between Fubara and Minister Wike, appointing Vice Admiral Ibuki as administrator. Many projects initiated by Fubara, including major road works and school rehabilitation, stalling during the emergency rule, while some stakeholders expect his return to revive stalled development. Others doubt his capacity, saying the politics crisis has weakened his influence and slowed governance. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested a 55-year-old drug kingpin, Muhammad Ali Abubakar, alias Bello Karama, and 5 others linked to the incident at Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, Kano. This incident alleged implicated 3 Nigerian pilgrims, Miriam Hassan Abdullahi Bahaji Aminu, and Aminu Sadiq, who are currently detained in Saudi Arabia after alleged drug-laden boys were forcibly tagged to their names. NDLA spokesperson Femi Babafemi said the suspects confessed to planting the bags. NDLA chairman Brigadier General Baba Barwa, retired, is engaging Saudi authorities to secure a release of the detained Nigerian, inciting they are victims of conspiracy. Former Nigerian Foreign Minister and UN envoy Professor Ibrahim Gambari has been appointed to the African Union high-level panel to emerge exposed. The panel, established under AU reform, will review governance, peace, and security frameworks across Africa. Gambari, who also served as Chief of Staff to ex-President Muhammadu Buhari, described the role as a call to serve, stressing the need for African-led homegrown solutions to the commitment challenges. His appointment, later signed by AU Commissioner Bankole Adeyoni on August 20, 2025, invites him to participate in the panel phase revival section scheduled for September 1st to 5th in Nairobi, Kenya. Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umo Ondu has empowered 7,686 rural dwellers across the state, 10 federal constituencies with 10 billion lifeline and other support packages. Speaking at the final of the Town Square meeting, Empowered series in entirely the federal constituency, the governor explained the initiative, which began 6 months ago, conveying farming, trading, equipment, cars, and minibus at the event in his hometown, Iko Edumbo. He revealed that the 844 beneficiaries received 361.4 million in grants. Urge citizens, especially youth, to register on the Arise portal to assess the future opportunities. The Yobe state government has expanded relief support to flood-affected communities with 250 households in Garin Kolo Ingari local government receiving food basket and cash assistance. The intervention carried out by the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, follow Governor Maimala Bani's directive for swift disaster response. NEMA boss Dr. Mohammed Goje said the aid was informed by rapid needs, accessible, and community appeals, adding that similar distribution has earlier taken place in Pasuge and other areas local Local leaders praised the support as life-saving, while beneficiaries expressed gratitude to Governor Bono and SEMA for their timely intervention. Mrs. Mary Chinedu, wife of lawmaker representing Ogun South Federal Constituency, has launched a free medical outreach for rural women to promote early disease detection. The initiative, which also provided food worth millions of naira, former part of the 2025 Women August meeting activities held at Blessed Mountain International School. The program drew widows and valuable women from 31 wards. Mrs. Ogun urged women to foster peace and unity in their homes and communities. Ebonyi First Lady, Mrs. Iwofuri, pledged partnership with stakeholders to uplift women, while Honorable Onga praised President Tinubu and Governor Ikwefiri. The organizers of African Institution Churches, in partnership with UN Women, has adopted a new policy to combat data-based violence in Nigeria. The policy was validated during OIC 2025 Annual Assembly and Leadership Retreat in Owerri, Imo State. UN Women's representative, Ms. Beatrice Oyibo, urged to use their platform to challenge harmful norms, supporting survivors and promote equalities. President Elder Israel Akindolo described the initiative as historic, stressing that the GBV prevention policy could serve as a model for other faith-based organizations, marking a significant outcome of the UN Backlay project against violence. The National Emergency Management Agency, Sokoto State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, and Nigeria Red Cross Society have conducted an on-spot assessment in internally displaced persons in Sabon Birni, Sokoto State. Following the recent bandit attack, the joint visit aimed to evaluate humanitarian needs, including food, shelter, water, and health care for displaced residents. The dictation, led by Honorable Aminu Bonze and received by Council Chairman Honorable Ayuba Hashimu, turned several internal displaced persons club located in school and temporary settlements across the area. Hashimu commended the intervention, pleading full cooperation and ensure delivery of relief support. The agency said finding with guide immediate and distribution a long-time strategy. The Bauchi State Youth Parliamentary has commended Governor Bala Muhammad for his commitment to grooming young leaders and creating opportunities for young participation in governance. Speaking at the induction workshop of the preliminary sections at Kainde Game Reserve, Speaker Muhammad Musa described the initiative was a visionary step that equips youth for legislative and public service role. He praised the governor for investing in human capital development beyond infrastructure. Bauchi State House of Assembly Speaker Abubakar Suleiman also pledged lawmaker support for youth-focused initiative, assuring that issues arise but the preliminary receive legislation attention urged the consideration. We will be right back after a short commercial break. Stay tuned. We shall have an exciting story still ahead.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Glad to have you back. First Lady of Yobe State, Hajia Hafsat, has described Nigerian youth as the country's greatest asset and urged them to pursue purposeful living guided by Islam values. Speaking at the Light of Guidance Youth Conference 2025 in Abuja, organized by the Light of Guidance Foundation in partnership with the Ma'aru Foundation, she stressed that the national future resides on how its youth are nurtured today. Religious scholars, academics, and community leaders at the event highlighted challenges and aimlessness, technology distraction, and weak value system among youth, calling for guidance rooted in faith, discipline, and responsibilities parenting. Lawmakers from Katsina State have met with Chief of Defense Staff and Chief of Army Staff to demand urgent military intervention following recent bandit attack at claimed lives in the state. In a statement signed by Senator Abdulaziz Yar'Adua, chairman of the Senate Committee on Army, they urged the federal government to deploy more loops to resource and secure valuable communities. The legislature commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Governor Diko Umaru, for their efforts against insecurity, but stressed the need for reinforced action. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, promised a new balloted Cross River State Governor Senator Basi Otu has urged Nigerian youth to aspire to national leadership roles, insisting they reacting their ambitions to state-level position. Otu, represented by Deputy Governor Dr. Peter Ode, gave the charge in Calabar at the launch of 5 books authored by Dr. Mike Obu, Director General of the Cross River State Political Network, to mark his 40th birthday. He described Abions as intelligent and people-orientated, insisting his contribution have outgrown the state and should be flood nationally, encouraging young Nigerians to emulate discipline, resilience, and hard work, stressing that the greatness required focus and perseverance. Kwara State Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak on Sunday visited Babalan and Oke communities in Ifelunde local government area following resident banditry attack. He's communicated with affected families, assuring them of the government's committed to security, economic stability, and social support. Abdulrazak was accompanied by Brigadier General Ezra, commander of the 22 Armored Brigade, the Commissioner of Police Adekemi Ojo, Senior Special Assistant on Security Muyuddin Ali, and the local government chairman Honorable Femi Yusuf. The Oba of Babala, Oba Ali, thanked the governor and urged government to utilize the community's last land for economic development, the job creation. That's the end of this powerful edition of News Across Nigeria on Som TV. Stay tuned for more exciting programs. only on Some TV. Follow us on Facebook at Some TV and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Some TV Live for breaking news and exclusive content. I am Faith Apollos Gideon. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and informed. Until next time.